guys, it's your girl Shannon Boody here at the house of DSC, where we are cooking up a storm. And by I mean a storm, I mean the kind that's going to take your man by surprise and create a love potion like none other. So if you guys don't already know, we've already done the appetizer, and if you haven't watched it, of course, pause this video, go back over there. We made some very special nachos, but now we're moving on to the main course. So are you guys ready for round two? I hope so, because I definitely am. We are making salmon, a sexy honey glazed salmon, as well as a very special love potion ingredient pasta. It's using the best aphrodisiacs and hormonal boosting and love inspiring ingredients that I could find to make sure you have the best shot at getting the man of your dreams. Now, I did say man of your dreams, not first date of your dreams, because some of our ingredients could have allergy effects on them, so you want to be able to know them first before you dive right in. Speaking of diving in, I think it's time for us to get to the main course, boo. Let's do what it do. We're gonna start off with our salmon because it's gonna take about 7 to 8 minutes to cook over here in our flavor grill, which if you're like me, you put stuff on the grill, then your phone rings and you're checking that and you totally forget. This is going to save you every single time. Not only does it seal in the flavor, look amazing and cute, but it also has a great timing effect on it as well. So we're gonna get to that in a second. First and foremost, why we're doing a honey glazed salmon is because honey is one of the greatest, most love-inspiring aphrodisiacs in fact. The term honeymoon is actually named after a Persian tradition where after two got married, they consumed honey for an entire month to boost their libido. So honey is definitely an amazing libido booster. So to make this, we're gonna just get some salt and pepper in our hands, because getting our hands dirty is all the rage. Get a little bit of Himalayan salt on there as well too. Our salmon is already cured because we're gonna undercook it just a bit. Then you get the honey. Just gonna glaze your own hands with it. About to get real sexy in here, guys. Are you ready? All right. Nice little workout there too for your hands. Rub it all together and then massage it into our beautiful slab of salmon. Speaking of salmon, this thing right here about to save you, because while we are making a sensual dish, you don't want him to walk in and smell fish. Yes, I'm a rapper as well too. So this is the Fred & Friends odor eraser. You put it in the fridge beside your salmon, so even though it's in there plotting for an amazing night, it's not stinking up the whole entire house. Also, we're using garlic, so I don't know how this thing works. It's steel. It's that old school looking eraser you used when you were a kid, but for some reason, you put this beside any stinky food and nothing smells anymore. All right, so we are massaging this into our salmon. If you can let it set overnight, obviously, so the flavor permeates even better. But if you have to go in a rush, that's okay as well too. Speaking of being in a rush, like I said, this 7 to 8 minute cooker is going to save you a lot of time, pain, and scraping things off the bottom because you got distracted on Snapchat. So the flavor grill works in a really cool way. It's faster, it's easier, and it's healthier than sauteing or by frying things, but it also traps in the fat as well too, so you don't get a dry piece of fish, because nothing is worse than dry salmon. Trust me, I know from experience. So you're gonna throw this bad boy on. Fun thing too, you don't have to worry about flipping this over, because as you know, sometimes it's kind of part of the stress. How many times do I flip? Don't worry about it. Close that. We're gonna put our mental timers on for 7 minutes and move on to our side dish, our side piece as I like to call it. We're gonna do a pasta that I just made up today that's going to incorporate a lot of different cool aphrodisiacs to create a love potion pasta that no man will be able to resist. This pan right here is a rock frying pan. If you are like me and you can burn anything, if there was a challenge out there for having things stick to the bottom of your pan, no matter how non-stick it is, I would win. But this has me beat. Somehow, some way, this gorgeous pan is designed for people like myself who are forgetful and like to cook things on high. So get yourself this pan. You're gonna throw in your pasta, which we already cooked in advance. A little bit of olive oil. And just add that here, grease our pan just a little bit, we move it around. And then now for the fun part. Garlic, which I know doesn't sound very sexy, but this machine definitely is. You could put it right in here. This is a Xylus garlic strainer. I don't know how this works, but it crushes garlic to give you the chopped, minced garlic that you have to pay so much money for in the grocery store. Garlic is, no, not the sexiest meal on the breath. We'll take care of that later, but it also promotes circulation, which of course promotes a great night. After we have our garlic in there, we're now going to move on to add figs. Figs are our first ingredient. They are known as an aphrodisiac because of the way that they look. They have a particular visual stimuli that might remind you of something that, you know, we all enjoy. Add some figs in there for our sweet element. We're going back to our chili pepper for our spicy element. Again, the chili pepper is a natural pain reliever and causes an increased heart rate to get us all excited. And then lastly, we're gonna add to our pasta is pine nuts. Now, pine nuts are very, very high in zinc, and zinc promotes testosterone, and testosterone promotes a great sex life. There, I said it. So we're gonna add a lot of pine nuts because we like a lot of zinc in our lives. So after we have this all done together, it's gonna be a light, fresh taste. You again can add some Himalayan salt into the mix, add a couple of bit of pepper in as well there too. And we're gonna go over to the frying pan and get this sauteed up. Our salmon is looking bon appetit. So while I sauteed over there, this did all its own thing and completed a perfectly cooked salmon right down the center. You can see it is through and through a beauty. Again, this meal is meant to be light because you have a very busy evening ahead of you, but also fulfilling on all fronts. So this is our completed look. I could have been better at plating, guys, but I'm excited to eat this. Our salmon is cooked, our pasta is done. It is time for dessert, but oh no, booze. I have to tease you a bit, so make sure you guys go to the next video to see dessert while I indulge in the main course. I'm your girl, Shannon Boody, here at the house of DSC, cooking up a storm to make yo man stay home tonight.